So yes, I am Christian, yes, I am African, and yes, I am bisexual. Hey people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ama Governor and I'm back again with another video. And you can tell from the title of this video that it's a pretty sensitive and a serious topic. Let's just get into the video. So yes, I am Christian, yes, I am African, and yes, I am bisexual. So I'm going to talk about three particular things in this video, trying to keep it very short. So the first thing is, what do I mean by I'm bisexual? Second thing is, how did I find out? When did I find out? How did I react to it? How did my family, friends, church members react to it? Old schoolmates. And the last thing is, why am I making this video? Why am I telling you something that a lot of people would feel is very private, is very personal? Why am I sharing this with you guys? So like the first thing, yes, I am bisexual. Those of you who don't know what that means, it means I have an attraction both towards women and towards men. So let me just break that down for you. Anyone ever heard about asexuality? So there are two types of asexuals. There are aromatic asexuals and non-aromatic asexuals. Now, aromatic asexuals are people who don't have a romantic or sexual attraction to anybody, whether male or female. So it's like they never get horny, they never have a crush, they're just not like that towards anybody. And then there are non-aromatic asexuals. Those people have, no, I'm not saying that's who I am, just listen carefully. Non-aromatic asexuals, those people are people who have only a romantic attraction towards a particular sex, but not a sexual attraction. So they can like you, they can fall in love with you, they can have a crush on you, but they never want to hold your hand or kiss you or have sex with you, right? So I have a non-aromatic asexual attraction towards women. It means that I have crushes on them, I like them, I could fall in love with one. It hasn't happened. But I never want to kiss them, I never want to hold their hand, I never want to have sex with them. So that's the kind of bisexual that I am. And just for knowledge's sake, I am more attracted to men than women. Some bisexuals are more attracted to women than men. Yeah, anyway, so that's the kind of bisexual I am. Being a bisexual as a Christian, well, so the common popular belief is that homosexuality or being of any sexuality other than being straight is inconsistent with the Christian belief. I am persuaded with that belief. I'm not going to argue this because I know a lot of other Christians feel differently, and that's completely okay. But I am persuaded that it's inconsistent with the Christian belief. It's okay to not feel the way that I feel. It's completely okay. It's fine. But this is how I feel about it. And being African, being bisexual in Africa, I mean, I can't speak for all African countries, but in Ghana, they're not overly excited about homosexuality or being of any other sexuality other than being straight. So that is hard as well. You have to pick the people to talk about it with, lest you get laughed at, trolled, given all sorts of names, ridiculed and all of that. Anyway, let me just keep this going. So the second thing, that's how I found out. I finally identified as bisexual maybe 3 months ago when I went on this trip. I took a trip alone with this American friend that I had, and we were talking about it. I don't want to go into details. Nothing happened. I didn't encounter anything with any woman, but it was just a very reflective trip for me, and I just realized, said, you know what, I guess I am, right? And I kind of noticed way before, but what I told you about, how I feel towards them, I don't have a sexual attraction, but I have a romantic one. That's what made me not realize it earlier, because I was like, well, yeah, you could like them, but you don't want to kiss them, so maybe you're not, but then I got to understand it later on, and I realized this is a type of bisexual that I am. Moving forward, so so I found out, and I don't want to go too much into it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I found out 4 months ago, and then my reaction, it was terrible, to be honest. I remember getting back from the trip, and then going to my room, my hostel room, and there was no one around. None of my roommates were around. I just like fell to the ground. I was really crying. I was really sad. I texted my sister. The first people I texted were my sister, my cousin, and my pastor. And I mean, okay, so for my cousin, she was like, oh, that's great. It's great that you're getting to know yourself. But like for my sister and my pastor, I was like, my dear, refuse it, you know, don't say that, you know. And I wanted to tell my parents, but my sister wouldn't let me, but my mom knows now. So like people, they weren't like excited, but I told my friends as well, right? That day I had to go all the way to Ruth's hostel. You remember Ruth from the video I did with the Nigerian girls? She's one of them. So I went to a hostel. She was consoling me. It was just a terrible day for me. Like it was too much, and I was mad at myself. I remember, because I was like, I'm Christian, man. Like this can't be happening, you know. But yeah, that was like my reaction, and that's like the reaction of other people. So I haven't really told like my old schoolmates or like my church or, you know, you guys. I'm telling you guys now. Hopefully, you know, they will all see it through this. But yeah, that was the reaction. Okay, and then my decision: am I going to pursue it? Am I going to, you know, pursue women? Am I going to pursue that side of my sexuality? I don't want any backlash for this. This is my personal decision. So, and this is kind of the main reason why I'm making this video. So my decision was that I'm not going to pursue that side of my sexuality. Let me just say the main reason why I'm doing this is because I'm Christian. When I thought about it on a whole, let me just say this. First of all, I do believe that certain people are born with different sexualities. Like I feel like some people are not, but I feel like others are. And that is also not a popular opinion, which is fine. It's fine that we have different opinions because we're two different people. But I did a lot of research, looking at my story, you know, talking to other people. I realized that some people are truly born with it, and you don't have to be persuaded by this opinion. It's just mine. And having believed that, it's like, wait, why am I Christian and then I'd be born this way, and then God doesn't want me to be this way according to the Bible, right? That's like everyone's question. My simple understanding of this is just the way like we're born into sin. I don't want to get too biblical, but this how I see it. It's like we're born into sin, but then we're told not to sin. So I feel like I just take it. So it's like, to me, it's like a sacrifice. It's like the way that the reason I'm a virgin right now, it's because I sacrifice me having sex, because I would like to have sex, okay? But I like sacrifice it because it's important to go. So I think the bottom line is like what takes priority in your life. And personally, I think that my relationship with God takes priority over everything. For me, that's a personal thing. Again, it's fine if you don't feel that way. And I want to say this, I have mad respect for the LGBTIQ plus community. I completely respect you. And this interpretation of how homosexuality is inconsistent with the Christian beliefs does not mean that they should be treated a certain kind of way. I'm not persuaded by that opinion at all. At all. I don't think that it means that you should treat them a certain kind of way, that they should be incarcerated, that they should be mocked, that they should be trolled, that they should just be segregated from like other people with different, or which being people who are straight. I don't think so at all. I don't think that Christianity says that we should hate anyone. So that's just my personal take on it. So I am not homophobic, and I would like to encourage you people not to be. But again, going back to that, my decision is not to pursue it because I just think that it's important to God that I don't pursue it. So I'm not. So till this day, I don't pursue women. Like, oh, and I like to say that, like, I don't want people to be scared of me, like women especially. Like, you wouldn't want to associate yourself with me because, okay, first of all, I'm only attracted to studs. That's like what people call tomboys. So I'm not attracted to the femmes. I'm not attracted to people like me. So I mean, but those people shouldn't be like scared of me too. That would just be sad. Don't do that, please. I'm not pursuing you guys. I'm not after any woman. I'm not trying to be with any woman. I'm okay. I'm fine. Anyways, the next thing, why am I telling you guys this thing that people would think is very, very personal? So, like I said before, it's crazy. Like, I feel like my target audience right now, to be honest, are religious people, not just Christians, but religious people, because I know Muslims and some other people persuaded by religion are against homosexuality. But me believing that people are born that way, it's like people come to the point where they're just like, what do I do? Because I can't get rid of it. And I'm for God, like I love God so much, but I'm this way. I'm not straight, I am lesbian, I'm gay, I'm bisexual, I'm whatever, I'm pansexual. How do I, deal with it? I'm not going to tell you. Let me just say this is not the right way to go, like you not pursuing it. No. If you do decide to pursue it, that is totally fine. Me, I'm just sharing my opinion with you. I'm just sharing the fact that there's another option. Like, this is another option. There's this option and there's this option. You could pursue it, which is totally fine. You could decide not to pursue it, which is totally fine. At the end of the day, I think that it really depends on your relationship with God, how you understand scripture. And I'm not going to give you, I'm not going to say this is the precise interpretation. I don't tell people what to do. I would just like share my opinion with you. That's what I'm doing right now. And you can make your own decision. It's just like you making an informed decision, hearing from another side and then, finally concluding. So this is really the reason why I'm making this video. Is for like people who like come to find that they're a certain kind of way, or they have a different sexuality than being straight, but they're religious and they just don't know what to do. So I'm just saying this is not what to do, but this is another option. So you could do it or you couldn't, and I have no judgment towards whatever choice you make. But really, yes. So I hope this video was under 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know I'm going to get lots of trolling and lots of backlash, and generally this video was a tough one for me to make, because just imagine people walking behind me and saying, "I'm just bisexual." It's kind of crazy that in Ghana, it's just sad, people get trolled because of their sexualities and things like that. But I personally really thought that it was important that I made this video, shared my reaction, shared my experience, and then hopefully it helped other people who are going through the same, because it's something that I realized that no one talks about. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share your opinions, your experiences if you're not so shy. I hope I've been able to encourage you to share, and please speak about it with someone else. You just make a completely uninformed decision, and then maybe it's not even what you want to be your decision. So please don't hide it. Speak to the right people though. Speak to the right people. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel if you're new. Welcome if you're new. Welcome to the family. So please comment down below, like this video, give it a thumbs up. That's the same thing. And subscribe to my channel. It's your girl, I'm a governor. Thank you, and God bless you.